Okay, so I'm going to do two Blue Eyes decks, not in this video, but I'm going to do this deck and then another deck, because it's two different versions, very similar, but enough of a difference in replayability that I'm making two videos. So the first one's a mix of like a free-to-play Blue Eyes, and I don't even know, it's just some Blue Eyes. So we got one Snipe Hunter, one Maiden, 3 White Stone of Ancients, we got 1 Dragon Spirit of White, 2 Sage with Eyes of Blue, 1 Cosmo Brain, 2 Protectors, Eyes of Blue, 3 Blue Eyes, all of different art forms, Cards of Consonance, I only have 1, and then 2 Cosmic Cyclones, Dragon's Mirror, I don't think I actually had in the replays, and 2 Canadias. I think I switched Dragon's Mirror for 1 Canadia, so I had 3 Canadias instead. And then I just unlocked this, so I think I just added it in for fun. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, 2 Vermillion Dragon Mechs, Stardust, and Rosemary. So instead of Ultimate Dragon, I would have put in the Lightsworn Angel dude. I forget what his name is, but you know what I'm talking about. The level 8 who Spirit can go into. So yeah, that was the first deck. I'm using 5D, or no, not 5Ds. I'm using DSOD Kaiba with alternate evolution, which will, I'm sure you know what alternate evolution does, but it changes a Blue Eyes into a Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon. The main combo with the deck is pretty much basic: summon Ancients, activate Sage with Eyes of Blue, or use Protector with Eyes of Blue into Ancients, and get Blue Eyes out and just beat down the opponent. So that's it.
It's time to duel!
Okay, so this is a Blue Eyes deck, as you can tell by the video, and you probably know very much how Blue Eyes works, so I'm going to show you how to use Blue Eyes against Blue Eyes. So he's using all his shenanigans to get a Blue Eyes White Dragon from his deck onto the field with the White Stone of Ancients and Sage. Sage gets the first Blue Eyes, White Stone of Ancients in the graveyard. Gets the second one, doesn't have to be Blue Eyes, so that's what he got. I use Protector to get Ancients, Protector to send Ancients to the graveyard to get my Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then I set a card, use alternate evolution on Blue Eyes to turn him into alternate White Dragon, pop his Blue Eyes, synchro summon with Protector and alternate to get Vermillion Dragon Mech. With Vermillion Dragon Mech, can send Protector to pop his card, attack directly, set Cyclone, end phase, summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from my deck. Blue Eyes White Dragon's on the field. I got just enough to lethal next turn. If he can't really do that much, he activates Mausoleum of White. I Cosmic Cyclone, chain it. It's gone. I lose 1,000. You can't do anything else. I attack directly with Blue Eyes White Dragon. 3k. That's how you deal with the other Blue Eyes. So next we got a rank up match. I get to go up to my duel level. This was the fastest I've ever got to duel level 19 with this deck. I didn't get to 20, I didn't push it, but he T-sets. I summon a White Stone of Ancients, and I use Sage on the Ancients to get my Dragon Spirit of White from my deck, so I can pop his back row. Well, pop, banish it, whatever. Banish it for a Spirit. I know it's Gravekeeper, attacking a Gravekeeper, it's Guard flips me back into my hand. I end my turn. Ancients will let me summon Blue Eyes from my deck to the field. And with Blue Eyes on the field, my turn is done. And it's Sarah's turn, using Gravekeepers. I know it's waiting for probably a Magical Eyes Fusion, or at least a Necro Valley. Uses Red Spirit when I summon a monster. Brings back Guard, but Guard is not face down, so I can't use the flip effect. I use Blue Eyes White Dragon. Thanks to Sage, so it comes from my hand. I use alternate evolution on my newly summoned Blue Eyes to pop his face down card. Don't know what that could have been. It was a Nobleman. Nobleman only works on destruction from battle, not from an effect. He summons Headman. Headman can summon a monster. It's Guard. Guard's face down, so I can use the flip effect of returning a card to my hand, which is annoying, but hopefully there's a Magical Eyes Fusion. Hopefully it was alternate White Dragon, and he does it too. It's Supernatural. Supernatural is only effective when Necro Valley is in the field, so I have a turn. I'm guessing he brings Necro Valley to his hand. That's the best idea to do. When Necro Valley is on the field, it's going to be a problem, but I can prevent that from happening right now. Summon Protector. Use Protector to bring out Blue Eyes White Dragon from my hand. Blue Eyes White Dragon, that's 3 blue eyes, technically. Alternative pops the face down, so I can't return a card to my hand. Beat over him, 3,000. He's got 600 life points left. He activates his Necro Valley that he just got from last turn. Such a card, it could be anything. I use alternate to pop his monster. It was another guard attack. Usually Gravekeepers don't run 2 guards, that was surprising. But not that hard for Blue Eyes deck. Gravekeepers fun, I love Gravekeepers, but they're not that hard to go against once you know how they work. And if they don't open with Necro Valley and Spiritualist. So next up is Arcana. Probably running Dark Magicians, we will see. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Dark Magicians is one of the most popular decks out there right now, especially in the KC Cup. It was pretty popular. A T-set with Ancients. It's actually a Berry deck. Not Berry, sorry, Magician Girls. But he's running Magician Girls with Dark Magicians to really... Whatever, I got Snipe Hunter. I used Snipe Hunter's effect for a white. Get rid of number 4. Synchro Summon with a level 5. I run level 5s for this exact reason of having one left Snipe Hunter in level 1 so I can get Blue Eyes. So I'll Synchro Summon for Rosemary. I wanted to pop his one Magician Girl, I believe it's a lemon, because its effect is annoying and doesn't happen when you attack it, or when you target it with an effect. So, he used the trap, gets Dark Magician to his hand. By the end of my turn, I had just attacked 2,000, so I got 500 attack on Rosemary. You get to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. With Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, my turn is over. It is Shuma Luma's turn, or whatever his name is, Shuma Lamba. So Chocolate gets to discard a card to draw a card, nothing happens. So I transfer my Blue Eyes to Alternate because I cannot attack Chocolate, or he can summon Chocolate. He can summon Dark Magician from the graveyard and have my attack. Popping it doesn't do that, so he surrendered. Because Chocolate... I also, just like Gravekeepers, I love the Magician Girls, some of my favorite decks, but they aren't that good anymore with what is available. There's way too many pop effects and things that go around it. They were good for a tiny bit when they first came out, especially with in Magical Fusion or thrown with Evoked before Cockatus was limited, but... So now we got Yami Yugi on a dual rank up, or a dual level up for both of us. We got Cosmo Brain, Cosmic, and 2 Protectors. Probably the worst opening hand you can do. This deck is definitely not as optimized as it should be. He's running Shuranui. Shuranui is a deck that I hate the most in the current metagame. I just really don't like it. I never went for the cards because I actually don't like it that much. So I'm not even going to build it myself, which is childish, but what are you going to do? So he's got Gazuki. Gazuki throws a card. It is the... I forget their names, honestly. Spectral Swordsman? From the Swordsman, he attacked me for 1700. He had Dark Mirror Force, so that's weird. I summoned Maiden. Maiden is probably the best card. I only have one of them. It's not the best, but it is the most effective in this scenario, I guess, I could have drawn, other than maybe a Sage. So, Blue Eyes comes out. With Blue Eyes on the field, he can't attack over it, so he uses his Samurai's effect. Still, he pops my Maiden, then destroys Blue Eyes. Ancients in the end phase summons Blue Eyes, so I'm okay with it. Don't really care. He can do whatever he wants like that. Not a big deal. I pull a White Sword of Ancients. I turn him to alternative. Set my stone. He uses Gold Sark on another card. Solitaire's effect activates since it was banished. He brings out another monster. He uses a second Gold Sark. Squire, that's what it was. I couldn't read that fast enough. Kazuki's effect activates. We got a bunch of cards going around everywhere. Spectral Sword. 3 cards, 2 cards go banished. He summons Shogun Saga from the extra deck. Samurai Saga in the graveyard, no, in the banishment pile. Boosts him up to 4,800. Brings the card back to his hand. It is Spirit Master. And then surrenders Bye-bye. Oh, time limit win. Oh, ooh, that's not a really good... It's not a very good replay to show. I wonder... Maybe I thought that was a surrender, and then I didn't read it properly, and I saved the duel. Anyway, so... I guess that's not how you beat that deck, but I didn't have very good opening hands, so... What are you gonna do, right? Hopefully I have another replay of a better version of that. No. I don't know why. I don't really want to put that in my video, but I'm going to because there's like 5 replays. I don't want to only do 4. Jeez, who wants to just watch 4 replays? You guys don't even watch the first one. So I use Cards of Consonance. I only have one of them. I used to be running Burstream Destruction before I switched it up because it was never used properly by me or needed in any circumstance ever where I actually wanted to use it. I was like, oh man, I wish I had this card. No, never really had that. So I got Blue Eyes and a attack position Sage, which is rough. So he's got a Cyberdark deck, so that's annoying, with Grit, which I don't think I remember later in this video. He attacks me with Cyberdark Cannon. He attacks my Sage for 2400. That's a lot of life points to lose, but I'll take it like a man. That's alright. I use Burst from Destruction, like I said I never would do. He uses Reincarnation Dance, so it's a Lunalight Cyberdark deck. That is really weird. So I guess I'm going to showcase a bunch of dumb decks against a good deck and say that how good this deck is because I beat a bunch of dumb decks. And time limit 1. Real good replay, Turretguy. Anyways, that is another Blue Eyes. I Synchro Summon. I don't know why I gotta keep showing you the animation. You guys know what Blue Eyes looks like. I use Alternative Evolution on my other Blue Eyes, the good original one. Attack directly, and then end my turn to summon my Blue Eyes from my deck. The animation, I don't skip through it. I think after you watch it like once or twice, it you know, doesn't show it anymore. So that's kind of annoying, but I don't think you guys want to sit here and do that the whole time. So I got Spirit, which is a prismatic, so that's awesome. Negate the Martin in the graveyard. Martin can still activate to return Emerald to the hand. Cannon activates, brings a edge from the deck to his hand. I didn't let him pull the fusion, though. That's what's important about that negate. I attack into his Martin. He bacon saves against my alternative, and then I attack him lethally with Blue Eyes. That is it. I'm going to add in actually one more quick replay. So this is a live duel because I wanted to show... this isn't me recording it live. Okay, so it's me recording it on a phone live. That's not me talking over it live. I really like the... like all the different, like that Casey Cup intro, and I like... all the coin flip and all that cool stuff. That should be, that's not in the replays. All these are KC Cup replays, but they don't show that like unique animation and unique coin in the replays, so that kind of sucks. I'm using I believe it's the same deck, so I get to summon Maiden with Eyes of Blue, and I could Cosmo if I wanted to, but I'm gonna end. Oh, I'm gonna Cosmo. I thought I was gonna have my turn. I get rid of white so I can summon Cosmo. I think I was testing. Was I testing? Let's see what happens. I use Maiden, special summon Blue Eyes. I wanted to see if Maiden effect would let me summon a second Blue Eyes. But it didn't. So I think that's what it was. I think it was just me checking that because I didn't know for sure, and now I know. That's how it happens. The only problem with live duels is they're super slow, so this is like a 2-minute video that could have been probably 30 seconds, I'm guessing, or for a minute at least, cut in half. So I use the Lunalight Fusion instead of using what normally happens with Lunalight Fusion is you summon Emerald, send a card to the graveyard. Usually it's Martin, you get the fusion, then you use Martin to bring Emerald back in your hand so that you have an extra Lunalight to summon. So he's got 2 birds, so he could have done it unless he doesn't have a Martin with him. But whatever. So he doesn't attack into me, he can't summon the monster. So I normal summon the Ancients, because I can Synchro Summon if I want to. I set Canadia. I summon Vermillion Dragon Mech with Blue Eyes and Ancients, so that way I can have Vermillion, and I can have another Blue Eyes at the end of my turn. So actually his effect, I can get rid of, I don't want to get rid of Ancient, so I'm going to get rid of Maiden. Get rid of Maiden, and I can pop his Dancer, because it can't be destroyed by battle, so I had to pop it. So I battle 2700, and then 3100, and that's game. That's it. Lunalights suck. Actually, they're pretty cool, but they suck. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next Blue Eyes video, which is going to come out right after this, probably.